Grand Rising, everyone. Happy Moon Day. Happy Monday. At the time of this recording, it's July 14th, 2025, and I'm Magdalena Grace. Super excited to help you just really start your week off on a divinely inspired message from the runes, the ancient technologies, the ancient wisdom of the runic symbols from my ancestors way back. Thousands of years ago. And there's always a little bit of astrology in this report and reading. And because it's in between the new moon and the full moon, we just came out of a very powerful full moon. I might talk about that just briefly. And then next week is the Leo new moon, which is a very exciting time because it also kicks off Lion's Gate portal. We just also had Saturn go in retrograde, and we're right now in between Saturn going retrograde and Mercury retrograde. So just wanted to give a short reading today. I'm going to go ahead and cleanse and clear the space. If you're new to my channel, please go ahead, like and subscribe. Hit the share button if you see value in this today. And I'm Magdalena Grace. Again, I'm an abundance alchemist. If you have any questions and you feel called to reach out, you can email me at my new email address, info@magdalenagrace.com. And next week, a couple of final announcements. Next week is the 5-year anniversary of my podcast. We're celebrating that. Just a basic, simple celebration. Nothing huge because there's a lot going on this summer for me and so many. But you can tune in next Monday and Tuesday, the 21st and 22nd. I'm going to have multiple episodes and a celebration. So if you want to check it out, attend. And then I'm going to be giving away, I'm going to have a little bit of a prize situation. On July 25th, I have a Abundance Alchemy Health and Wealth Planning Summit here on my property in San Diego. You can show up next week if you comment and you share my live broadcast. You'll be in for a drawing for winning the free Abundance Alchemy Health and Wealth Planning Summit, which is again next Friday, the 25th. You can go to magdalenagrace.com to see all of my calendar events. I have a women's retreat coming up, a Kundalini workshop coming up, just so many beautiful things. Just hope that you can stick around for a while. And if you enjoy what you see, again, please hit the share button. Sharing is caring. So this last full moon was very potent. It was a little bit of a cognitive dissonance full moon because it had energies in Cancer, which is watery, the Cancer sun, and the full moon, which is Capricorn. So Cancer is getting you into the unconscious, the emotions, helping you feel it. But then Capricorn is about structure, doing action. So you maybe were finding yourself more emotional last week, and yet still needing to get the job done, still needing to move forward. There's a lot of clients, myself included, who have, because of these energies, been really exhausted. And Saturn going into retrograde since yesterday until November 27th is starting in Aries and then shifting to Pisces. So retrograde, this is a fancy word of a period of time for introspection. Specifically, since this is Saturn, this is about structures and boundaries, some of my favorite things to talk about. So really encouraging you with this reading today, I'm getting my runes ready, to really think about how this reflects in your life. How can you evaluate your current life path? Maybe see if there's any areas where you're not particularly strong in structure or not particularly strong in personal boundaries. So this is a great time to examine that. As well as habits and relationship with authority, maybe your boss, your mentors, your partner, even your parents. And you'll probably have things showing up, even if your parents aren't living, within the mirror of this life, of this drama we call life, the simulation. So you're going to want to review and take this time to really reflect on what you want to change again around boundaries, structures, and your personal responsibility. These are big. Okay, big, especially going into the age of Aquarius. And then, of course, I believe it's Thursday. It's the 17th. Thursday, we're going into a Mercury retrograde. We're already in the shadow of that, of course, since like June 26th. This is a time to reflect on your communication. There's a lot of different don't want to say superstitions around Mercury retrograde, but I'm not going to get into all the weeds of that. I'm going to go ahead and finish here and go into the reading, but just really encouraging you to maybe slow down, review your contracts carefully, review anything that you're doing in regards to communication, whether it's social media, texting, email. This is just about a 3-week period to reflect. And then there's even a little shadow energy of that after. I believe it goes till the beginning of September. So we have a lot of planets retrograde this month. So you may feel like you're just called to relax more and to reflect more. And just so you know, that's why, which it seems counterintuitive because it's summer. So, right, I'm going to tune in, call in spirit, call in Woden and Freya, the wisdom of the runes, speak to me and through me as I preside over this reading. I'm going to pull a past, present, and future. And today I'm not going to do the ritual. Today is a reading only. Interesting. Okay. And then I'm going to do a bonus card pull. Okay. So we have a little bit of a continuation theme from last week. And I think this is a perfect example of getting us prepared for the week ahead. So if you don't know the runes, what I'm going to do first is show you the runes. Then I'm going to tell you about them. And so when you take a look at them, and I am gonna have you do just like a quick little deep breath. Make sure you have a journal handy. I already cleansed the space, have a light candle if that is for you. If not, this is perfect. Just receive the messages that come through you. So I'm first gonna ask you to close your eyes. Close your eyes. And we're gonna do 2 cleansing breaths. So go ahead, feet firmly planted on the floor. Go ahead and take a nice deep inhale into the belly. Go ahead, inhale. When you get to the top, hold for a split second and then exhale. Let's do one more together. Eyes closed still, deepest inhale of the day. Hold at the top when you get there. And then let it all go. So go ahead and look at this first rune. So this first one is Ansu's reverse. We had last week Ansu's, which is actually called Woden's rune. It's the rune of Mercury. We're getting ready to go into Mercury retrograde. We are already in the shadow though. So what this is telling me is that this first part of the week, be aware of manipulation, lies, deceit, and mistruths. So normally when it's upright, Ansu's is about wisdom, communication, truth, speaking your truth, hearing truth, reading truth. And since we are in the cusp here of a Mercury retrograde, it's also very easy to miscommunicate. So just be aware if someone triggers you, if you hear something that doesn't sound like the truth, trust it, but don't go into the story of it. Don't get into an argument of it. This is a time they do say, be careful. Mercury retrograde does tend to bring about more misunderstandings and arguments. So this is a perfect reminder here on this Monday to prepare yourself for the week ahead. This is the beginning of the week. So especially Monday, Tuesday, be aware of any kind of miscommunication or like if you're lied to or you catch someone in deceit, just really stay grounded is what I'm trying to say. Stay grounded. That's their stuff. Don't allow it to become your stuff and be personally responsible. We're talking about Saturn retrograde. This is about radical responsibility. Just because someone lies to you doesn't mean that you get to go into a downward spiral of blame, guilt, shame, projection. If you catch someone in a lie or a manipulation, this is interesting because I actually just did this over the past 2 days since the full moon. That's their stuff. You can hold space, you can deflect it, you can take note of it and go, okay, they just lied to me, they miscommunicated, that is in denial. You don't need to get caught up in the energy or the drama. We'll just leave it at that. So be mindful of early week drama. Now, this is really cool. This is the next rune. Take a look at this first, and then I'll explain. So this is Dagaz. Dagaz is about breakthrough. So the middle of the week, Wednesday, Thursday, expect to have some kind of a breakthrough in your life. Now, if I look at this whole reading, go with me on this. If you are able to, and this is why I do a weekly reading so you can be prepared for this stuff. And remember, this is a general reading, not a personal one. So just a gentle reminder on that. Take the best and leave the rest. Not everything is meant for you as an individual because it's a general reading. So if we're at the beginning of the week, Monday, Tuesday, looking out for miscommunication, lies, deceit, manipulation, and guess what? If we hold space and we have a boundary, we don't make it about us. We don't sell ourselves to the drama. We don't give our power away. You're going to have a breakthrough. Dagaz is all about a personal breakthrough, a dawn of a new day. Maybe because you didn't sell yourself to their drama, they decide not to be your friend anymore, or it's your partner, or whatever the case may be, or a relationship that you used to give your power away to and now you don't. That's the Saturn retrograde boundary conversation. You're going to have a breakthrough. And guess what? When you have a breakthrough, you set a boundary, Saturn, then guess what? It liberates you. You keep your power to you, and that is where the magic is, especially if you regulate your central nervous system every day, which is part of what I teach. Meditation, breathwork, kundalini, whatever is your alchemy. That's why I call myself an alchemist. You can deflect and purge anything that maybe you did take on, and then you have a breakthrough. And then the final part of the week, Friday, Saturday, here's the last rune. With this rune, Gebo, it is all about sacred exchange, sacred reciprocity. So because, and this is what I'm getting, because you had this boundary up Monday, Tuesday, you deflected any lies, manipulation, you had this breakthrough, allows your body to integrate this boundary and really, really stand in your power, stand in your truth. Then on Friday, Saturday, the energy is suggesting that you're going to have a new discovery, either a new relationship or a strengthened relationship with someone who doesn't lie, deceive you, manipulate you. So this is a fantastic week to have a breakthrough. In fact, I'm going to change the title of this reading to that. So take any notes down. Maybe you want to listen to this a second time and really focus on what it is that you want to call in for this week. I'm going to do the bonus card reading, and then we're going to close. I'm not going to do the full ritual today. This is a short one, which is what I think I'm going to start doing in between the new moon and full moon readings. Next week is the new moon reading. So we're reading today. This is the Magdalena Manifestation Cards deck. Highly recommended for those of us who are Mary Magdalene fans. So what does Mary Magdalene have to say to clarify this reading today? All right, so I want you to take a look at this, and then I will do the reading. This is similar to the runes. Runes are like sacred geometry in their own way. We all learn through symbols and images, and this is sacred geometry. This is called the birthright of love, open-hearted connection. Birthright of love, open-hearted connection. And it says, be and model love. Receive, give, and have opulent abundance from an open heart. So I'm going to read that one more time. You can write it down if you want. I'll say it slow. This is a great affirmation to go about your week, okay? Be and model love. Receive, give, and have opulent abundance from an open heart. So what I'm getting from this as the bonus card, if you really set boundaries, which is you loving you and you loving the other person, And then you have this personal breakthrough. As you heal yourself, you give others permission to do the same. Great modeling of love right there. And then guess what? You're open to receive more love. As you receive, you give. As you give, you receive. So what I'm really giving you hope for is this week, if these runes resonate and if this reading resonates, this is for you. You are going to have an amazing, delicious, blissful, joyful Friday and Saturday ahead. So stay true to you is the reminder here. Set your boundaries, be open for a breakthrough, and be open to receive and give love in a sacred way with those who really trust you, those who are not going to lie to you, those who are not going to deceive you. Your vibe attracts the tribe, and it looks like there's some of you that are listening to this. This could be a week where you really let go of the past, of narcissistic behavior or people who took advantage of you, energy vampires. Just put those boundaries up and speak your truth, model your truth, and love will find you. Please comment below what you liked best about this reading. Always open to feedback. And thank you in advance to those of you and also from the past who've donated and given me a coffee donation at my Lotus Throne Venmo. I do have that in the show notes if you're interested in supporting the Lotus Throne Sanctuary. And our mission here is to really just help people remember who they truly are, to wake up to their gifts, especially conscious entrepreneurs I work with and women, to be able to help you achieve abundance in your life and your best health, your best wealth by trusting your best wisdom within. So I'd love to hear your feedback, how this reading landed with you. And until next time, everyone, here's to your best health, your best wealth by trusting your best wisdom within.
Subscribe, like, and share with your friends. Hire Magdalena for a runes reading or healing session by emailing support@microdosingforhealth.com.